Well, I guess we have to start on yesterday. Obviously, you must have rushed back to get home from London yesterday.
When the dude got his new hat? No.
There's no way you could have missed it.
I mean, I was busy yesterday. I was washing my hair, so I didn't get to go, unfortunately. But yeah, I believe he was quite happy with it.
You have so much hair to wash too.
I know. Hey, what can you do? Sometimes you just got to take care of business. So yeah.
Well, apparently, Prince Harry's already home.
Good. Yeah, I'm glad.
He couldn't last too long there, so just send him back.
I mean, it's what I would do. I'd be like, I'm just going to fly in the morning, watch you get your new clothes, your robe, your stupid fucking hat, and then I'm going to go back to wherever I actually live.
But if it's your own dad, I mean, it's a little bit different. Like, I mean, hypothetically,
I still think. I mean, maybe he should have stuck around, had some supper or whatever. Maybe waited till the next day to go home.
Yeah, I feel like if it was my dad's birthday, I would stay in, and I flew over to visit. I would stay for longer than one day just to see them.
Maybe he had a really important event on last night. Like maybe he had to go. Maybe it was like a 2-for-1 drinks night in his local nightclub or something. And you don't miss those things,
Or he left the washing machine on, or
yeah, something like that. He couldn't, he's just afraid his wife's going to leave him. So he's like, she'd be gone by the time I get back if I stay any longer. Or I don't know. Maybe he just has things to do,
Oh, well, he had to make it back for his son's 4th birthday.
Well, there you go. It's very,
Not that they could bring the son to go visit their grandfather.
No, obviously.
One of the biggest world events ever, you could say.
I mean, it's just a dude trying on a new hat, really, and being like, hey, give my wife one too. I don't, obviously have very strong feelings against the monarchy, but
even still, like, even putting all that aside, it's like your dad's, the biggest day of your dad's life.
Yeah.
Like, massive to your family. Like, it's just, you think you could. What about the after party? Like, you'd think of, like, you go to some shitty funeral and there's like a 2-hour after party.
I mean, here it's all day, but yeah, but you got to imagine maybe his wife was like, that thing you've always wanted me to do that I've said I'll never do. I'll do it if you get home within 12 hours. So, there must be something. He's like, love you, Dad, but she said like this was going to happen. So I don't know.
Get to lick her anus.
She says tonight I can use the rocking horse. She's not gonna. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know. I feel, but I think he just probably feels like he just doesn't give a fuck about all this royal bullshit, and he'd be like, yeah, whatever.
You still
have no power, dude. You're just wearing shitty clothes that are ridiculous. So
well, he did suffer the humiliation of having to sit in the 3rd row.
Those are the best seats, to be honest. So, full jokes on them.
He was also blocked by a giant feather atop Princess Anne's hat.
That's why you bring a scissors to these events. Could that feather off?
Imagine having to sit through some stupid presentation for an hour behind and blocked by someone's feather.
Yep.
And you can't say anything either.
Yeah, you just have to sit there. And all the cameras are pointing at you. So you got to smile and be like...
the entire time. Like, you cannot make one single thing.
Check your phone. They're like, oh, look, he's not paying attention. Yeah.
So you had to fly back. So she skipped out on it in order to protect her peace, according to a royal biographer.
Okay. That's all good.
But there are rumors that a person was her sneaking in. Now, Now, this is a random white guy with weird hair and a long mustache and glasses, right?
Yeah. Sounds very honest.
Imagine being so ugly that people think that you're Meghan Markle dressed up sneaking in. And that's like all over the news.
That has happened to me several times, so I know how he feels. People are always coming up and being like, "Hey, Megan, you're this guy's ain't fooling us." Yeah.
Oh my God, we should actually do that. We should. Why? So on our big trip, I think you need to wear a massive hat, big dark glasses, and then with the beard, be like, "Well, I'm actually Meghan Markle in disguise." Don't tell anyone.
Please don't tell anyone. I'm trying to be low key here, trying to protect my peace. But yeah, it's all good.
Big enough hat and dark enough glasses.
You know,
and then just be like, "Oh yeah, I've been caught before. Look up the royal whatever you call it, the king's thingy, coronation. They caught me, so I had to get a bigger beard this time."
Yeah. I got the A-list Hollywood people in for this makeup. This is how it goes.
Some people said it looked like a character from Guess Who.
If this is just some dude who was there and he's reading all this stuff about himself today.
But it is. It literally is just some dude.
Brilliant.
It's some guy from Wales too.
Oh, nice.
He's some like Welsh musician, a legendary composer.
Oh.
And his music was played during the thing, but people just think that he's Meghan Markle in disguise.
Why was he seen interacting with Prince Harry then? When I say interacting, I mean
yeah. He was given a under the table hand job to Prince Harry.
Yeah. So everyone saw that. We all know. It's all good.
Well, I had to rush to the airport.
Oh, for sure.
But otherwise, a pretty uneventful thing, apparently.
Yeah, it's whatever. Wasn't he? I mean, it's just a big show for no reason. Like, just here we go. I'm the king now. Like, weren't you already the king last week? Like, who cares? So,
this is official celebration or crowning or whatever.
Yeah, but whatever. It's anyway. It just looks like old dudes playing dress up to me. So there you go. I mean, if we didn't have enough hitmen coming after us for what we say on this podcast, now we've got a few more. So it's all good.
Yeah. Well, some Americans were caught trying to smuggle 375 pounds of what?
375 pounds of M&Ms.
Not that far off.
All right. I don't know. Reese's Piece?
Americans were caught trying to smuggle 375 pounds of fruit roll-ups as Israel goes gaga for sweet treat.
Okay. Interesting. So how do you smuggle 375 pounds of fruit roll-ups? Like
stuffed in suitcases at an airport near Tel Aviv. Wow. The unidentified couple was stopped for going over the 11-pound food limit.
Yeah, they kind of went over it. What's our allowance? 11 pounds. You think 375 is enough, or just got to pay a bit of an over fee, or what?
Wow. So a single roll-up costs about 50 cents at an American dollar store, but can go for up to $6 in Israel. After a TikTok video showed fans how to freeze and wrap it around ice cream as a makeshift crunchy cone.
Okay.
So because someone posted it on TikTok.
It's where you get all your best life ideas is TikTok, yeah, for sure. And this podcast, and then TikTok.
So last week alone, Israeli customs confiscated at least 661 pounds of the candy. So they're actually, this is like a rapid issue with several people.
All right, sweet. So let's get rich by buying fruit roll-ups and going to Tel Aviv. Sounds good.
Someone in the East Village told the Post that a customer recently placed an order for 10,000 boxes.
Wow. It's a lot of boxes.
And then the guy says, I reached out to my distributors and they said, look, dude, we haven't seen fruit roll-ups in months. You can't just turn on the fruit roll-up machine and crank any more out.
I mean, you literally can. That's how they get made. They're not like naturally growing on a tree somewhere. But yeah, interesting.
We need to find some obscure item, then create a TikTok trend. And then like before we create the TikTok trend, we pre-purchase a mass amount of them and then we sell it. And we get rich.
We get super rich. We get like, just, I don't know, Tom Cruise money. Great. We have our own religion, basically.
We buy every M&M in Australia and then turn M&Ms into some TikTok trend in Australia, and then therefore,
I like it.
I don't know. It writes itself. ChatGPT can fill in the rest of it.
Yeah. I think we should use ChatGPT and just be like, how can we scam money out of people using TikTok?
It always comes back with the lecture of you cannot use.
Yeah.
I'm just an AI language model, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Wait till ChatGPT 6 comes out and it's like, it's turned a little bit. And it's like, all right, here's what you do.
I mean,
no one's
you can
doing this
hack it to do the other stuff, but yeah. Well, you can finally go back to Philadelphia this year.
Oh, really? Sweet.
Have you heard why?
No. But
the bear biking is back.
Okay.
The Philly Naked Bike Ride is back on August 26th this year.
All right, sweet. August 26th it is. Yeah, it's exactly what I want to see. Lots of middle-aged men just cycling in the hope that they'll see some titties. Yeah.
Well, great. It's a lot of just naked men, really.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I would expect. Any of those events where it's like, come to the naked cycle, come to the naked cinema. It's going to be lots of dudes. That's all that's going to happen. Yeah.
I did see that there was a story where there was people were getting caught for cops are cracking down on nude beaches here in Australia.
Oh, really?
So there was an unofficial nude beach, but the police are actually stopping them and arresting people for it.
What is this, the 1920s? Come on, dude. Yeah,
11 people were fined for willful exposure at an unofficial nudist location that even has a sign warning people.
I feel like that's excessive. People should be allowed to show their nudes to everybody.
On April 20, it says a man was charged with committing an indecent act after allegedly self-gratifying near someone.
Mm-hmm. And I apologized, so it's all good. We became friends afterwards. It's all good.
Local resident Jane Langley, who hikes in the area, told the publication she was happy to share the space with respectful nudies, but had some reservations about some men going up and staring at people.
She clearly reported all the nudie people. What the hell? What do you think we know what happened here, lady. God damn it.
I mean, I think if you're getting kicked out of a nude beach, probably says a lot about you.
Yeah. Well, you know, sometimes you just gotta let it all hang out, and sometimes you get kicked out of the beach for that. So there you go. But yeah, that sucks, man. That, you know, they're not hurting anybody. It's just boobs and penises. So.
Yeah.
Like man boobs and penises.
And random and self-gratifying themselves while they stare you down.
Look, you're a human being. You live on Earth. It happens.
Sometimes you pay extra for it.
People pay a premium for that kind of shit. All right. So.
Well, not on TikTok anymore, because TikTok is reportedly monitoring users who watch gay content.
Okay.
TikTok reportedly compiled a list of users who were being monitored after they watched gay content on the app, according to former employees who protested the policy. So they're keeping tabs on users who frequent clips that were tagged under LGBT tags.
I mean, I would imagine they're keeping tabs on you no matter what you're looking at. But that's interesting that they're specifically pointing out LGBT stuff. Because, you know, maybe they're just not going to ever let you into China if that's you on the list. You're not into China. Sorry.
Imagine you went to go to China and they're like, you've been watching. You go there
your
with
TikTok
your
history has barred you from China. What?
You rock up with your wife and kids at the airport and they're like,
Try and explain that one. It was lesbians. I was watching the lesbians.
So 2 dudes, 1 hole is not lesbians.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, there you go. It's interesting. Yeah, in 2023 that's still happening, but hey, TikTok, you know.
Well, it's kind of also stupid knowing that they're under so much scrutiny already. Like, for a company that's like already on the verge of getting banned, you probably don't want that kind of negativity out there.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. It also, though, gives them an easy, like, oh, we'll stop doing that. Look how good we are. So you never know. But yeah, so the key is if you're watching that kind of content on TikTok, you better have a fake account. Have a second phone that you've just downloaded TikTok on that's not related to your name or anything. Otherwise, your wife and kids are going to find out about it when you go to China for your holiday.
Or just get Grindr like a respectable man.
Yeah, just put it out there.
You don't have to worry about your wife finding you on Grindr.
Usually.
Unless she's doing a Meghan Markle at the coronation and
yeah. Or, you know, there's lots of ways. She could have just been curious about all the stuff going on, but hey, it's all good.
Well, this guy, a guy got a Singapore man has been sent to jail for using the services of a prostitute for the way that he paid. Do you want to guess what he did?
Did he pay with pennies?
No.
No. Did he pay with some sort of crypto that is worth nothing?
It's pretty close to that. He created his own fake money.
Nice.
And a Singaporean father of 7 reportedly printed 4 copies of a $50 note and used it to pay a prostitute he hired after using her services last year.
Using her services, that's some journalistic integrity right there.
He pleaded guilty to a charge of using counterfeit currency and also failing to produce his passport to an immigration officer and was sentenced to 3 years and 6 weeks imprisonment.
Wow. Well, there goes my vacation plans. All right.
Only real money for you.
Yeah. Wasted all this money on equipment to print off machine notes, whatever. It's fine.
The court also took into consideration 2 other charges in relation to money forgery and skipping bail. He was working as a bus driver, wanted to hire a 24-year-old prostitute for her services, but couldn't afford it.
Mm-hmm.
So he then photocopied a $50 note with an inkjet printer, making 4 copies of the money, with 3 of the note bearing the same serial number.
Classy.
I feel like if you're going to make counterfeit money, just photocopying it is probably... He then used the fake money to pay for 1 hour of the service at a hotel, which cost about $350. The woman was... Oh my God. So this is even crazier. She fell for it. So the woman was paying for her laundry bill at the Mercure Singapore. They go into a lot of detail about certain things. Where the hotel. So she was paying for her laundry using the fake notes that she received from him. Yeah. The front office manager of the hotel suspected that the money she was using is fake and called the police after telling her to wait in the lobby. We should leave a negative review on this hotel for snitching on paper printed money.
But also, I'm sure the dude was like, wait a minute, this is a photocopied banknote. This is not real. He suspected. I mean, the journalism here is just up a level. He suspected this may not be real money.
So then the guy who gave the money tried to escape to Malaysia at about 1:40 a.m. to avoid being prosecuted because he was out on bail at the time.
Okay.
Although it was not mentioned in court for what offenses he was being prosecuted. Okay. So he'd already done something else.
All right.
Prior to all
like
this.
Shady dude. So.
He now he takes out the real money and kind of proves that he did have the money. He withdrew about $1,900 from an ATM and took a taxi and then asked his colleague to help smuggle him to Malaysia. He hid himself within a small space behind the bus engine and crossed the border without being detected.
Okay.
But then on the next day, he returned to the checkpoint without his passport and was arrested after confessing to the officers that he was wanted by the police and he had entered Malaysia illegally.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have done that. But,
like if you're going to go across the border like that, I think once you've made that decision, you've made that decision. Yeah,
exactly. I also feel like if you're like, you know what, I really want to spend an hour with this prostitute, I'm going to ruin my whole fucking life to make it happen. You need to plan things out better. You need to be like, you know what, I have the money. I could just pay it. Just pay for the time, and it'll be fine. Instead, I'm going to spend the money to illegally enter another country, run around there for a couple of days or whatever, and then come back and get arrested and thrown in jail. What? Like, I mean, that wasn't a good plan somehow.
When you're already on bail as well. Like,
yeah. So, I love that he went super high tech when I just photocopied the bills. That's just the greatest.
I can't believe that she would even fall for it.
It sounds like as well, like he would have completely got away with it if he hadn't handed himself in and been like, yeah, I'm kind of wanted for doing this thing. Like, how would they track him down anyways? Like, I'm pretty sure he didn't register with his name and address with her when he was booking his hour of fun times. So.
Well, he might have though. I mean.
I guess. Yeah, maybe. I guess.
Yeah, but yeah, how did he know to leave?
Yeah.
So that happened on December 28th. He then photocopied on the 31 she was paying. So 3 days later, she goes to pay, gets caught. Then 4 days after that, he tried to escape. But there's no middle ground as to how he knew. Some of these stories have a lot of holes in them where you start to go, what is going on? Also, terrible money laundering as well if she went to go pay for laundry.
I went to pay my laundry bill. I mean, come on. How much were you paying? How much laundry have you been doing in the hotel? And also,
that again is like another part of this.
I don't know. But yeah. It just seems I mean, I'm sure it's happened, but it's such a weird story of like so many coincidences and weird happenings of, so then I got on a bus and I snuck into another country. Like, come on, dude, really? So.
Yeah, well, that hotel does have a high rating saying guests appreciated the friendly staff at the, but some said the housekeeping could be improved. So maybe if they did their laundry better.
Yeah.
But it's not a cheap hotel either. It's a quite expensive hotel, $250 a night.
Yeah, that's pretty up there. So
yeah,
pretty interesting. Yeah, he's paying his I mean, you gotta get sophisticated as well. Just photocopying your notes like that's just, you're going to get found out 3 or 4 days later. Then you're going to have to flee the country, and then you're going to have to come back and admit what you did. And you're already on bail, so you're in trouble anyway. So yeah, you got to be more careful than that.
I wonder what happened to her though, because
she couldn't pay her laundry bill, so she was thrown in prison for 3 years.
Yeah, but I don't think it's legal, and I don't think it's also legal if you're not from the country. So did she get kicked out of the country? And if she's staying in a $250 a night hotel, it's not like she can claim that she's poor.
I mean, maybe she had her own photocopier. She just had $150. She just kept copying it. Nobody questioned her except for this one guy when she was paying for laundry. He was like, wait a minute, your laundry bill's not $50.
The other thing is, right, if it's $250 for the hotel room and she's staying there and she's got to pay for her laundry, she's only breaking even on her services. She needs some accounting advice.
It's a work of passion. She's not in it for the money. She's in it for the thrills. So yeah.
Again, we go into our niche of financial planning.
Business advice is top notch. It's like, wait a minute, you're sucking dick for how much per hour? In a hotel that you need to get a cheaper hotel or charge more for your services, lady.
Yeah. Literally though, like you either got to pick a lane. You're either very expensive and use a cheap hotel, use an expensive hotel, or you're cheap and use a average or cheap hotel.
Yeah. Or just like the back of a car. So, save even more money. So there you go.
We should actually start like a consulting service for.
Should.
Realistically, there's got to be a lot of people that get into that don't know what to charge. Upsells. Like you can actually make a lot of money on Dave's Lady of the Evening business coaching.
There we go. I'm
a business coach and I specialize only in
how to upsell your clients to other services and products.
What to charge, how to get clients. I mean, there's a lot of,
how to turn your passion into your full-time income.
Then walk around like red light districts in a suit with a briefcase and hand out your card. I'm not a pimp. I am a business coach. There's a distinct difference.
Absolutely.
Or you're like an agent. You're kind of like how an athlete has a manager and agent. The pimp falls under the manager angle. You're the agent angle.
Yeah.
I can sign contracts for you. I can consult on deals. If you need to get the most out of a client, you give me a call and I will.
I'll do your negotiations. I'll
get you an extra $25 out of that rim job.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll negotiate bulk deals. Appearance fees.
I can arrange bulk buying panties that you can sell online.
Yeah, that's our upsell. I have exclusive access to a Chinese factory for cheaper underwear.
It's gonna be good.
Surely there's got to be people out there that do it.
I think there must be. It seems like a viable business. So can't wait to bring it to the bank manager. Be like, hey, I've got this idea for a business. I need some funding.
There's I keep getting ads for OnlyFans managers, like how you can become one, and the ad is like you only need 5 clients and you'll make a lot of money managing them, however you manage them.
Awesome, yeah. How do you manage an OnlyFans account or multiple OnlyFans accounts? That's someone needs to tell me how this works.
Yeah. Now, Warren Buffett has said that something is like the creation of the atom bomb. Do you want to take a guess at what he thinks is the equivalent to the atom bomb?
Let me see. Warren Buffett's an old man now, so I don't know. OnlyFans? Yeah, I don't know. Crypto. Warren Buffett? No?
Kind of close. It's artificial intelligence, AI.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Warren Buffett is, he's been good at the old investing thing, but what does he really know about AI? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, he says when something can do all kinds of things, I get a little bit worried because I know we won't be able to uninvent it. And, we did invent, for very, very good reason, the atom bomb in World War II.
Mm-hmm.
It was enormously important that we did so. But is it good for the next 200 years of the world that the ability to do so has been unleashed? So, yeah, he thinks that ChatGPT is the same as the atom bomb.
There are similarities, Both can destroy
Japan.
Civilizations. Yeah, both can bring down Japan. Yeah, I feel like it's a weird comparison, but there you go. Maybe he just hadn't had his meds that day or something. I don't know. Like, as I said, he's an old man now, so.
He's an old man who supposedly eats McDonald's and Coke and lives in the same house.
I know what happened. Somebody gave him cocaine instead of Coke, and he was like, this is the greatest thing of all time. I'm going to rant about ChatGPT on the internet. Yeah.
Or I bet he just secretly has these mansions that he like Airbnbs only like the top end $100,000 a night places, but says that he lives in this.
The truth is that he was actually Hugh Hefner as well, but it was like he played the part and he got, put into different makeup and stuff. He's actually Hugh Hefner, but he had to retire Hugh Hefner, so he killed him off.
He was the guy at the coronation.
Yeah. He's just multiple different people in the world. He's not actually just Warren Buffett. That's the power of being Warren Buffett. Anyway.
Well, there's a woman who has a slightly better diet than him. She survived off wine and lollipops for 5 days.
Okay.
This is actually a local story to hear in Victoria, Australia. She went missing with nothing but a couple of snacks. And she went on a short trip on Sunday, traveling through dense bushland. And then they randomly found her with a helicopter. And all she had was wine and lollipops for 5 days.
How do you get, I know Australia is a big place, and there's places that you can just maybe wander. But like, could you not have retraced your steps at one point when you realized you were lost and like found your way back to where you started from? How did she find herself? Why did she decide, I'm going on a walk, I'm going to bring some wine and lollipops?
Duh, she actually doesn't drink either.
Well, that's up for debate now.
She brought it as a gift for her mother.
Oh, okay.
But she had to drink it. Because obviously
it's like, I did buy a bottle of wine, Mom, but I had to drink it. I was thirsty. I only had lollipops with me. It was like, it's fucking weird.
I don't drink, but I'm just going to go off into the bush with a slab of beer and some lollipops.
Just at the bottle shop, just be like, you get some wine there, please. And how many lollipops do you have? Can I get? I'm just going on an adventure. That's what I want. Yeah. I mean, I don't. How do you get lost in that way? I mean, how do you? I mean, she must. If she's going to see her mum, she must have known where she was going.
She had a car, but the car, I don't know. It says she used great common sense not to leave the car, but she says unable to move her car, but doesn't explain why. But she used its heater to keep warm.
Yeah, sounds like bullshit, but
yeah, there does appear to be something off about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it feels like she is talking shit, but she went off to be a prostitute in Singapore for 5 days, and she got paid with fake money, and then she came back and drank all the wine because she was depressed.
So her car got stuck in the mud.
I mean, come on, she had a phone. She can look up how to get.
No, there was no reception.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, still basic fucking. I mean, it's 2023. Come on, you got to be able to.
There's something off about this story.
Yeah.
So many of these stories, you start to,
So many of them, you're like, that didn't fucking happen. It's like, people are not that stupid, but actually, people are that stupid.
Well, where this happened is right near where, if you remember, somebody went to the bathroom and left their Guinness unattended.
Oh, that was that. And certain pricks put items into said Guinness. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so this was out in that same town where.
But that wasn't like out in the. It wasn't out in the wilderness or anything. So.
Yeah, there's something weird about the story.
Yeah.
Also, you don't just drive on muddy tracks to go see someone like.
That is literally what the entire world thinks of is Australia. So, sir, that is what has happened there. She was just driving down the old muddy track to get from one city to the next, and she got stuck, and nobody came near her for 5 days.
I mean, that's literally before the podcast. I was telling you about that video of the guy where, so he went in the straight line from the top to the bottom of Australia.
Yeah.
And he was driving through crocodile-infested waters, as you have to in the middle of nowhere, apparently.
Yeah, that's the norm. I'm pretty sure. That's because what happened.
You have to stay in the straight line to fly from cities to cities that aren't in a straight line.
It's a different Australia. That's what's going on there. This one has cities all in a straight line.
Yeah. Well, a zoo has started your dream job.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, all right, sweet.
If you're looking for a job, love animals and don't take yourself too seriously, an opportunity at the Blackpool Zoo might pique your interest. Do you want to take a guess at what the job is?
Is it something to do with I don't know, monkeying around?
No, but I'm sure they make that joke in this.
Oh, okay.
The job involves helping with the nuisance of birds stealing food from visitors and animals. Okay. Do you want to guess how you're going to do that?
I don't know. You're going to be dressed up as something, some sort of.
Pretty much, yeah. You dress up as a giant bird and chase away the other birds.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
We are looking for a team of people to join our visitor service team as seagull deterrents, Blackpool's who wrote in a job ad. The requirements are straightforward. You must be friendly, outgoing, energetic, flexible, and of course, comfortable wearing a bird costume.
Flexible. What are you going to do? Some fucking cartwheels or something?
I don't know why you need to be outgoing or as well. Like,
yeah, outgoing towards birds. Imagine like you have a manager who's like, Steve, you're just not hitting the targets this week. Your seagull avoidance is quite low. You need to up your game.
Yeah, the KPIs. Like, what are the KPIs? I'd love to go for the job interview and ask that.
The seagulls are coming down, like landing on someone, taking their chips. You just walk over to someone, give them a smack, take their chips off. That's not the job. It's like, I'm getting into character.
Why'd you take a shit on the ground? I'm a giant seagull.
If you wanna, block the seagull, you first must become the seagull. You gotta think like them. Just take it super fucking serious. That'd be great. But is this Blackpool in the UK?
Yeah, the UK.
Oh, okay. All right.
And a great place to be doing it too.
Absolutely.
Considering like Blackpool is also like the UK's shithole, like you're going to be dealing with
one of them. But it's
yeah, but you're dealing with like just drunk morons the whole time. So I'm sure that'll be going down well. Have all these drunk lunatics see a guy dressed as a giant bird. Like, I'm sure that's not going to.
100% there's going to be videos of the guy in the bird suit getting the shit kicked out of him at some point by like 15 just dudes who are, at the zoo together.
Yeah, Blackpool is a fun place to go. Like, it's.
Is it?
Yeah, you go there and you're like, wow, this is even more intense than I thought it could be. Like, it's. Like, it has like the reputation of being like that, but when you're there, it's like, no, the reputation is like under what it actually is. It's wild.
The Las Vegas of England. There you go.
It's not even Las Vegas. It's like the scummy Las Vegas of England. It's like awesome. Vegas has like upmarket stuff. Yeah. The lowest of I reckon the lowest of Vegas is like the upmarket of Blackpool.
Nice.
It's got all the people on the scooters because they can't walk.
Beautiful.
It's got the people that like hand you gypsy whatever thing cards and then want you to pay them for it.
Nice.
It's it's the best. If you wanted someone to see the wildest part of the UK, I feel like that's up there.
Yeah. Sounds like tourist destination number one, especially the zoo, now that they've got a man dressed up as a bird coming soon.
Yeah, it would have to be. Oh, that would just drive me nuts. Because you're definitely going to be, most of the people you're going to interact with are going to be drunk or hungover.
I just want to get the job. I want to run around scaring off the birds, but while I'm doing it, knocking down people. I'm like, get out of the way. I'm trying to scare the birds away so they don't take your food. Just knock it out of their hands anyway.
Do you know what the theme park is called in Blackpool?
No.
Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
Ooh, sounds horny.
Yeah. Everything there is, just tacky and
nice. Yeah. I mean, apparently if there's some dudes who go to that beach, they'd get kicked out, as we were talking about earlier for enjoying their pleasure. But there you go.
I don't know, you probably fit right in.
Well, it's all good. It's all good. I feel like I won't be going there anytime soon, but who knows?
I feel like you have to, just for the. You can ride a donkey on the beach.
Exciting times.
It does have a casino and the pier that has the casino games too. So
nice. Yeah. I feel like it would be quite a holiday. Go to Blackpool Pleasure Beach and dress up as a bird, scare away the seagulls. Or
I can only imagine.
To become their god and like direct the birds to certain people.
Just go there and tell people I've been flown in as the bird god.
Yeah, that would be great.
They've hired me as the god of birds.
Some people come up, can I take a picture with you? Fuck off. They look like I'm here for photos. Fuck you.
I got serious work to do.
Yeah.
There's a seagull. There's a seagull eyeing off that ship. You're getting in my way to protect that ship.
I think people should take this very serious. That's definitely the way to go. The job, I mean, not the person doing it. But there you go.
Why not both? I am a professional birdman flown in from Ireland just to show off my bird skills.
In the interview, I told them I was great with birds, and they were like, "Oh, cool." I meant ladies. So anyway, it's all good. It's all good. They're paying me £6 an hour. It's gold. So Warren Buffett better watch out because I know his secrets. So there we go.
Well, Sexdolls are being selling out here. Okay. You know why?
Because they're on discount. I don't know, 50% off.
Well, a sex doll named Donna is completely sold out in Melbourne for the first time ever.
Okay.
As commuters come up with a creative solution to their traffic woes.
The oldest story in the book. Come on. You're not buying it so you can use the carpool lane. You're buying it for the adventures at nighttime. We know what you're doing.
Well, there's actually pictures of people driving down the highway here now with a $5,500 doll. And the sex toy companies come out and said that this has never happened in the company's 30-year history. But there's a sudden demand for Donna.
I feel like if you're buying a sex doll to use so you can use the carpool lane, you're not going to buy the one that's $5,000. You're going to buy the one that's like $2,000 or whatever. You're not going to buy the most expensive one. So I feel like, these people are additionally using their Donna dolls for certain activities.
Well, it sold out, and they even posted online ads particularly targeting this.
I mean, it takes away that little bit of, awkwardness when the postman delivers it. It's like, oh, your sex doll's here. It's like, it's just for driving. I'm just going to put it in the car for a carpool lane. It's all good. Like, great thinking. Well done. Yeah, I'm just going to take it inside and fuck the shit out of it first just to make sure it's not defective. But see ya. Thanks for delivering the post. So, yeah.
But apparently it's happening so much that the police, so the police have said that the issue had reached alarming proportions and that they were fighting back with tactics such as public shaming on social media and creating dedicated police units to patrol highways.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, imagine imagine getting targeted by the police for your use of a sex doll.
I mean, there must be some kind of club where they're like, let's just all band together and support each other for our sex doll misuse. I don't know. It sounds like a fun activity. Also, there's no way, man. $5,000 to get out of paying some tickets or whatever. I think you're going to go with the cheaper version, unless this Donna is very realistic. In which case,
oh yeah, it looks very realistic in the picture and in the one that I have at home.
I mean, I heard you had two, but that's fine. It's all good.
Well, the weird thing is that in the article it said that, but I've just gone onto the website and the actual price is knocked down to $3,800 now. And the funny thing is that they actually have her sitting behind the wheel of a car as the first thing on the sex toy website.
I mean, that's people are using their sex dolls for so many things these days.
You get a free gift with it.
Uh-oh. Is it another sex doll?
No, well, it's cleaning devices and gloves and...
Okay, fine. I guess you got to clean your sex doll from time to time.
For added realism, a warming element is included. Simply plug the element into a USB port, leave it for 3 minutes, then remove and insert it into one of the doll's orifices. It even says dress Donna in the included sexy lingerie and bring your fantasies to life. Could we sell used panties of a love doll?
Probably. There's probably a small market for that, but, make us rich. So
it does say to clean the doll thoroughly after use.
I mean, that's what you want as soon as you're finished using your sex doll. You're like, oh, get the cleaning kit.
Yeah, that's going to be one shameful. The aftermath of all that is going to be... Especially when your wife walks in and asks why you...
You just got to call your wife and be like, could you clean the sex doll? I'm just finished. That'd be great. She needs to be thoroughly cleaned, so thank you.
It says there's a note that says always be gentle and careful when moving the doll's limbs into position. Standing bolts which allow the doll to balance can be removed by twisting them off, but this means the doll will no longer stand. The doll can wear flat shoes but not heels. That's not good enough. I need my sex doll in heels.
It's a big part of the plan. The whole fantasy. There you go.
Do not place the doll with or on items containing inks such as newspapers, magazines, dark-colored material, black or wet sheets, or leather materials containing oil-soluble pigments. Imagine you put the newspaper on it and it says, and the ink runs, and now you've got Manchester United 5-0 on your sex doll.
That would be quite disappointing. Yeah, you have to buy a new one, and then there you go. Wow. Just I just imagine someone making the decision: should I take the stand-up bolts out or never stand again?
You can get Next Gen Dolls Kyle premium life-size sex doll.
Okay, sweet.
It's funny that all the so it has like the you may also like, and all the photos of it are in like seductive poses. So there's one where the girl's like holding her lingerie to the side.
Oh. Oh, there you go. You can get some gratuitous sex doll action going on. Wonder, could you start an OnlyFans account using a sex doll, like just posing?
Oh, of course you can. There are absolutely going to be people that are.
Donna the sex doll. This is my official OnlyFans account. Please sign up and see all the naughty things I get up to.
Some of these are real creepy. They also have like bolts at the bottom of the shoe, so you can I don't know what you do with that. So you can have it standing up.
Yeah, sure you don't know. Well, come on, dude.
Carmen is yours for the taking. Bring your deepest fantasies to life as you explore 3 incredible insertion points.
3? All right. Well,
enter her supple lips and tight openings. Explore
I don't think
her,
it says openings.
Well, it goes into more detail, but wrap her dainty fingers around your waiting shaft.
Ooh, dainty.
Handmade. Imagine being the people hand making this. It's probably some 10-year-old in a Chinese sweatshop hand making a Carmen the love doll.
Yeah. That's quite an image. Your first evening with the sex doll, you're like, little 10-year-old kid made this doll. Damn it. Does it take away from anything? No, not at all. Romantic evening.
Otherwise, I mean, let's say it's like a 35-year-old man making it, right? Then you got to worry that, like, clearly, if you're a man who's like 30 hand making sex dolls, thoughts are crossing your mind. You're probably going to, at some point,
you're going to do product testing.
Yeah.
Quality control. What's this? What's this leaking out of the orifices?
They even have clothing sizes and cup sizes and women's shoe sizes.
Are they making money selling the accessories and the clothing and the underwear and stuff for the sex doll? Because if they're not, they're missing out. And
they don't appear to be, but then I guess you can just buy it.
Definitely should be adding on sexy.
It does include one lingerie set, one pair of white cotton gloves.
Ooh.
It weighs 36 kilos. It's almost.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty. It's not bad. You know, for a.
Got to be awkward getting it delivered though, like.
100%. So what's in the box? My new wife. Yeah, that would be weird. But there you go.
It does say size of feet as if on that one, as if you could change it.
As if.
But there's only 2 left.
How important that is. Come on. That's the most important part, almost. But yeah,
I mean, different sizes.
It's silly because they're in 5 years' time, they're going to have advances in technology that are going to make them just so much better. So, think about how terrible sex dolls were 5 years ago.
Think about how hard it is for poor people that have these to have to travel, because 36 kilos is like your full. That's like double your luggage allowance.
Does it count as your personal item?
But that's usually only like on some airlines is only 7 kilos and up to like 14 kilos. So
yeah,
how are you supposed to travel with your
Just gonna have to buy her a ticket. Sit together on the plane.
Imagine flying in like the suites, and there's you in one, and then your love doll in the next one.
When you say imagine, do I need to forget the experience from before? Like exactly how I travel all the time.
My fantasies.
It's my emotional support sex doll. I need to bring it with me everywhere.
You can make the argument. It is my emotional support. I mean, it's really more of an emotional support thing than dog. I mean, unless you're doing other things with the dog, like realistically, you're getting a lot more support from.
Well, I was feeling down today. Donna helps me cheer right up. I wonder, in your hotel, can you get the housekeeping to clean it out for you? Take care of that, please. Somebody did some naughty stuff.
Well, I mean, if you travel with it, right, perhaps you can't bring it. I mean, if you're going around a new town, say you're on a night out in Blackpool, you can't exactly bring it out with you everywhere. So you would have to leave it in the hotel. So the hotel cleaning would have to clean the room with said sex doll in the bed.
Yeah.
Although that would just be a great prank to have. You have a hotel room, right? And then you leave it with just a sex doll in the bed and then see what they do. Have it be clearly used, but under the sheet. So they like freak the fuck out when they.
Oh man, that would be a fun one.
Because what would they do? Like they would have to think, oh, there's a person here. And then when the person doesn't react, they have to think, is there a dead person? And then they go to move it. And then it's like, oh, wait, no, it's that.
They're like, all right, just going to play with this thing for 40 minutes and then I'm going to report it. So
I don't know if I told you that Rich and I had the idea of we wanted to get there was like at the time you could buy customized ones and make it look like people. So we're like, oh, we should buy one and get it made like someone else's mom and leave it in their house so that when they come home.
Oh God.
But it was like 10 grand to buy the thing. We looked it up.
Oh.
But you could customize what it looked like. So if it looked real enough, they would walk in and, I mean, you'd only get 10 seconds of pleasure out of it for how funny it'd be, but so you use it later.
Yeah, obviously. Then you get 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But it would be a fun one. But also just massively disturbing. Good times.
Just having them walk back in and see what looks like their mom naked, spread eagle on their couch.
and that's when the therapy began right after that. But it's all good.
And that's why we need a support sex doll named Kyle, which is the one that they have, the life-size Kyle. Jesus, he's hung. The funny thing is that they have it. They have him with underwear on, but it's sticking out of the underwear.
Well, that's what happens.
Then they have him bent over. I mean, they should show Kyle some dignity.
I think the dignity's high on their list of. Yeah.
His perfect pecs and abs feel firm but soft under your hands, and his body will move with you as you experience his realistic textured oral and anal tunnels.
Okay. All right. There you go.
Kyle can be any man you desire.
Ooh, interesting. We're getting banned on TikTok for this conversation right now.
No, this is my car passenger.
Oh yeah, that's it.
It does say dress Kyle in your favorite outfits, not included, or leave him naked, whichever is your fantasy.
I mean, that would be you can dress up your doll or you can not dress up your doll, whichever you prefer. It's your doll. Do whatever.
It does talk about his shaft and says, with a soft exterior, bold tip, and veins. It even detaches for use independently.
It's just like a good penis. Detaches so you can use it when you need.
Imagine leaving that lying around and telling people, "Oh no, that's my sex dolls."
Yeah, that is just an art installation they put into the living room.
Surely someone will make art out of that.
You know, I'm sure they do.
It's only a matter of time until there's Kyle lifelike sex doll art.
For 100%, I think we should buy a Donna and a Kyle and make an OnlyFans art installation and make just lots of money. Just have 2 sex dolls going at it all the time. And then I'm pretty sure $9.99 a month you would get like thousands of subscribers because people are kind of weird.
I'm trying to, that made me think of, is there a statue of David sex doll? And then unfortunately there isn't.
Not yet.
Not yet. That's a copyright. I'm putting it out there.
That is our business. You guys back off.
Do not under any circumstances steal.
We are going to defile all of the classic art. Not you.
Apparently, at the Met, you know how they have the Met Gala, which is at the Metropolitan, whatever it is, which is a museum. But apparently, so many people sneak their stuff in there that they have like a room for all the stuff that people just leave as their art that they sneak in. But how amazing would it be to sneak in a sex doll of David as my art?
That would be fun. Yeah.
But Prince Jeffrey and the model for his statues leaves court yesterday after testifying. So some woman was his living sex doll. He actually got the sex doll made of her.
What?
So Prince of Brunei made a command appearance in Manhattan Supreme Court where the royal rogue is suing 2 lawyers for more than $7 million. The statues depict the prince and this woman, his one-time personal assistant, entwined in a number of positions. That's got to be creepy, having your personal assistant in sex statues with you.
Incredibly awkward.
But she helped the prince, saying that the lawyers swindled him.
Okay.
On the witness stand, she said that she looked like her statues mostly because she was closed. And she said he doesn't pay her a dime in support for their 5-year-old son. But she's made it clear that he has money problems. She was making $45,000 a month as his personal assistant, but he doesn't have money.
Yeah, if you don't have money, you got to pay at least $45,000 a month for your personal assistant. I think that's.
Who you have life-size statues of having sex with.
Yeah. Yeah. And you have a 5-year-old kid with, apparently. So
how good would it be to have a company where each new employee as CEO, you have a statue made of you having sex with them?
Day 1, sexualharassmentsuits.com.
No, you make them sign in there that it's part of the thing, but it's for corporate culture.
We hide nothing here. Nothing.
Nothing. And that's why there is a statue of me with a 10-inch penis penetrating each new employee. Man, woman, lady, boy, I don't care.
Man dressed as bird. Yeah. So, I mean, it would be an interesting company. I think.
How fun would a company like that be to work for?
Oh, on a scale of 1 to 10, at least a 3. So,
who wants like some boring pen or a mug that has the name on it or something, when you can have a statue.
Ugly sweatshirts. That's what they send us. They're like, here's this thing with our company name. I was like, I'm never fucking wearing that. But yeah.
No, here's a stat. So we have one both in the office, and we send you one for home, so you can have it in your home office. You get penetrated by the CEO.
That is what needs to happen, I think. Just for equality purposes, everyone needs to be treated the same. So
he spent $11 million on these X-rated statues, apparently.
I mean, I think that's an appropriate amount to spend on X-rated statues. So, that's kind of, I'm halfway there. It's only spent the $5.5 million on X-rated statues so far, but they're interactive, so it's fun.
Yeah, I feel like I've had this idea for ages to start a company where purely for the purposes of going viral, where you just intentionally come up with like all these stupid policies.
Yeah.
And then, you just try to go viral. So having statues of each staff member. But everyone who starts work has to sign off that they agree on it. And it's for content.
It's in a creative / artistic world that would be acceptable.
Yeah, because it's an abstract statue of
an expression
me penetrating you as a staff member.
Yeah. Exactly. So there you go.
If you read into it as that, well, that's on you.
Exactly.
It's your dirty mind.
You're the weird one. What are you talking about? Yeah. Good.
But the publicity you would get from it would just...
You would definitely get publicity, for sure.
I did look up the name of the company, too, that I wanted to start, which is Lemon Party. And then have it on LinkedIn so that... because there's going to be people that wouldn't know, and they randomly come across your LinkedIn profile, and you just say, "Oh yeah, just Google us."
Don't Google it. Don't do it.
Proprietor of parties and party supplies and good times.
I feel like so much trauma has come from the whole lemon party phenomenon.
Trauma.
Over the years.
Trauma if you include TikTok following you afterwards.
Oh, God, yeah. But never mind. It's just one of those things. The world is fun.
You know how they give you all that stuff when you start at a company? The company should have each person gets the CEO's sex doll. Life size.
Life size for sure. That should be a thing.
And you know how they have like weird days off that you can like, we have charity work days off. We have this day off. We have sex doll awareness day off. One day a year where we encourage you to use the sex doll of the CEO.
Included in the benefits, there's all this stuff like, you get vision benefits for get your glasses and stuff. You got your dental, you got your stuff they'll pay for gender realignment or whatever it's called. And why don't they have like a thing for sex dolls? Sex doll acquiring fund.
Yeah. Why should my colleague get time off to adopt a child when I don't get time off to adopt a sex doll?
Yeah. That's a lifelong relationship that's going to probably last a lot longer. So I don't know.
Should write a newspaper opinion piece.
Write a LinkedIn article. Company benefits need to include sex dolls.
A happy workforce is a well-loved workforce.
Yeah, we need a 4-day work week and sex dolls for everybody who joins the company. Depending on their preference. Time off,
but you're fired if you take too many days off.
Unlimited time off on April 23rd.
Well, the thing is that like there are a lot of companies that like have these amazing benefits, but then they have no employees. They're all just people that are like freelancers or whatever.
Yeah.
So you just come up with all these like ridiculous things, and then meanwhile you got all these sweatshop workers who you don't employ directly.
Yeah, it's true.
Our company has 100%. Every employee gets a $10,000 customizable sex doll allowance per year. But
it has to be customized to look like someone's mom. So,
but there's the only employees are the CEO, which happens to be me. So when I take investment from other people,
yeah. Just put it in the business plan as like SD expenses, and the bank are like, "What's SD expenses?"
Obviously.
Is this for like a San Diego office? No. No. But hey, man, I gotta wrap it up there because I'm a little bit late for heading out.
I need to get a sex doll.
Yeah, I mean, and now I got to get to that website, find the best one. Apparently, they're sold out, so I have to figure out what to do there. So we'll figure it out. But it's been good. I've been less traumatized by this episode than many others. So,
next week we have to step it up.
Yeah, exactly. All right, man. Have a good week. I will chat to you soon.